Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another brand new League of Legends reaction video. And this one I am very excited for so many reasons. The first reason is because all of the documentaries and everything that we've watched up until this point only led up to the T1 win in 2023, their big comeback, right? We had the Faker reaction video, or we had the Faker Hall of Legends documentary, we had the T1 documentary, and we saw all of the Worlds 2023 videos, at least from quarterfinals to grand finals. And apparently they came back and won Worlds again in 2024, which I actually have not seen. So a lot of this is going to be new to me, and I'm interested in seeing what kind of competition they were stacked up against this time around, because I'm sure it was even tougher this time than it was in 2023, or maybe not. But I did read you guys' comments, and in the 2023 video, like I said, I only watched from quarterfinals to grand finals, but many of you guys said that the Swiss stages are also worth checking out. So that is exactly what we will do this time. And then after that, we'll be checking out the Worlds 2024 Swiss stage Tease all the way down through grand finals. So this is going to be a bit of a long video. Buckle up and make sure to hit that like button if you guys would like to see more League videos in the future. If you have any videos to recommend, make sure to let me know in the comments. Let's head right over to Worlds 2023, the Swiss stage opening tease. Got 5 minutes in there. Let's check it out.
붉게 물드는 가을빛과
Oh, forgot subtitles.
서울이
Hold on, let me go back so I can see what they said. I need the full experience.
붉게 물드는 가을빛과 함께
We got Caster June here again.
서울이 서서히 깨어납니다. 꿈꾸는 이들
The Dreamers.
그들의 하루가 시작된다.
This time. Swiss stage day 1. It's here. Ooh. Okay, I already saw some names I recognize. And some I didn't.
Fnatic was in Korea. They made it to finals.
Okay.
I'm here to continue their legacy.
Let's go. Fnatic. Unfortunately, they didn't end up doing it.
한국에서 이제 월드를 하게 되는데 즐거움이 뭐 요구를
There we go. The Shy. I remember, dude. Oh, that's okay. I see now. I see. Oh man, I wish I would have watched this, because it's so cool. He said the last time he won Worlds was when he was in Korea, and I'm guessing other years before now, like 2022, 2021, I'm guessing these were in different countries. So it's kind of cool and kind of poetic that he finally gets his run back in Korea, makes it all the way to grand finals, and got so close to finally being able to reclaim that title. That's so cool.
Các bạn sẽ thấy chúng tôi tận hưởng nó từ đầu đến cuối.
Gom,
Chaotic, but for me,
Levi,
it's never been a downside.
Niski. So we're already seeing some of the other teams that didn't make it to quarters.
이번에 NA의 새로운 모습을 보여주고
Team Liquid.
Something inside of me was telling me.
But I
you
guess
will
I
go
was
back
more
towards
of
one
a
day, towards one day.
TSM fan.
It took me a year and a half to learn this role.
There we
Now
go.
I finally
C9
got it.
Sven. C9 Sven.
Korea is my last
I
chance.
remember him. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't recognize them from their faces. I only know Sven from his name, and I'm sure I might recognize some of the other C9 members from their names, because usually I'm watching them like in game. I don't really know their faces. But Sven, he's the jungler, right?
지금은 그럴 때가 지났다고 생각합니다.
Or maybe I'm completely wrong.
새로운 세대의 시작입니다.
Okay, The writers, they're cooking. They're cooking. It's time for a new generation coming from Gen G. I see what they did there. Caps.
They failed in the final hurdle.
I've always dreamt of winning the World's Trophy. There was just a lot of disappointment.
일단 작년에 제가 월드 챔피언십에 진출하지 못해가지고 되게 안타까웠는데.
It's okay. I don't think T1 made it last year either.
在过去的2年中，我也有很多遗憾吧。
过去的已经过去了，更重要的是现在的挑战。
We've always been the underdogs.
NRG.
We've always been doubted. But look who's here.
True, they made it to Worlds. That's more than what a lot of people can say.
절대로 포기하지 않고
Keria!
앞으로 나아가겠습니다.
He's locked in.
한 사람이 짊어지기엔 너무나도 큰 짐이지만 잊지 말아야 합니다. 그들은 한 팀입니다.
Here are the different teams. All the Swiss stage competitors.
골든 로드,
Golden Road.
스프링, MSI, 서머, 그리고 월즈 우승을 한 팀에게 주어지는 영광입니다. 그 어떤 팀도
369.
아직 달성하지 못했습니다.
No team has achieved such a feat. That'd be kind of crazy. JDG got close. Dang, I never thought about that. That's so sick. Sorry, Deft, I gotta pause in the middle of your speech here, but that would be so hype, actually, to see somebody win, to see them win spring, and then, man, I don't remember. Somebody explained it in the comments. I think LCK has like a spring and a fall season, or maybe they have one every single season, like spring, summer, fall, but it'd be interesting to see someone win all of 1 year's LCKs and MSI and Worlds. They would probably have to be considered one of the contenders for like best teams of all time. But no one's been able to do it. You know what? Let me give Def the respect he deserves.
새로운 동료들과 다시 한번 트로피를 들어보겠습니다.
아무도 보지 못한 스테이지. 더 이상 실수할 여지가 없습니다.
We didn't even get a speech from those
모든
guys.
시합이 중요합니다.
In the orange jersey.
더 그라인드, 더 글로리.
골든 로드.
Dang, that transition! Hold on. Yo, that was so clean.
저희가 받겠습니다.
They actually had the camera angle perfect. And then T1 to wrap up the video. Oh my god, man. These videos are so good, dude. The writers, they're cooking, man. Alright, so there, ladies and gentlemen, we saw the Worlds 2023 Swiss opener, and now it is time to see how much they've kind of upped their game heading into the Worlds 2022 Swiss trailer here. And apparently, this is the most recent one. We haven't gotten to 2025 yet, so let's see what the theme of this year is going to be.
An incredible back and forth game. Both teams putting everything on the line.
Elioya.
And if I had like
Dark. Nothing interesting.
Don't spoil. I didn't see the trailer.
Oh, is this Arcane? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Arcane is so hype. I only finished season 1 so far though, but man, I love it.
Definitely lost hope. We are here to change that.
Okay, Team Liquid.
2019년도에 이제 제가 신인이었어가지고 첫 월즈였는데 이번에 다시 베를린으로 복귀했을 때 꼭 우승까지 할 수 있다고 확신하고 있습니다.
上次来欧洲比赛，我拿到了世界冠军。
Tian.
这一次我依然会全力以赴。
He was in one of the world's music
You should
videos,
never
right?
underestimate us.
Tian.
No one wants this more than us.
每个选手都有很多可以学习的地方，
Maple.
所以才能够打到现在。
今年经历了很多，我现在唯一能做的就是拿出最好的状态，让大家觉得这一路都是值得的。
Hey, Scout's back for revenge.
형 혹시 그 월드 징크스 같은 거 있지 않나?
내가 출전하면 월즈에
Peanut! Wow! I didn't even see his jersey, dude. I didn't realize until I saw it in the subtitles, and I was like, "Wait, Peanut?" Then I see the actual jersey. So HLE is the team he's on now.
징크스 같은 거 있지 않나?
내가 출전하면 월즈에 LCK가 우승하는 징크스가 있긴 하지.
그러면은 사실상 형 덕분에 다 우승한 거네, 맞지?
Dang. Hey, tell him how it is. Peanut, dude, I'd love watching Peanut play. Broken Blade.
5年前在这拿了冠军，再次来到这里什么感觉？
说实话就没什么感受，因为时间过去了太久了。如果今年我们能在这里再次完成这个目标的话，应该会感受比较深刻。
So, your first finals, rookie year, how did it feel?
I think the best part for me was seeing how happy my family was, especially because it took a lot of convincing for me to go pro, because we're like a traditional Arab family, so it was really nice. What about you?
It's
deep. It felt good. I felt like the first time in a long time I could be myself.
It's wholesome.
형은 프로 하면서의 목표가 뭐야?
월즈 우승이지. 월즈 우승 빼고 다 해봤으니까.
우승만 하면은 약간 목표가 끝나는? 약간 목적이 다 달성되는 그런 느낌이야.
Oh wow, no answer. What? Why has no one ever told me this? Why has no one ever told me this? Peanut and Faker used to be on T1 together? What the heck? I had no idea. Back when I watched Peanut, I watched him back when he was on Rocks Tigers. So everything that I know about him is only from his time on Rocks Tigers. I had no idea that he was a part of T1 in the past. That's cool. I would have loved to see them, like, actually competing side by side. Let's see what kind of crazy stuff they were able to accomplish together.
在去年全球总决赛输给T1之后，我个人其实也很久没有释怀吧。
Oh, they've got the ring. Oh, is this Faker? It is. It is. I saw the T1 hoodie. I saw the ring. I knew it had to be our boy.
2022년 월즈 어땠는데?
사실 우승하기 힘들었었던 상황이었는데 또 우승한 거니까 역배였다 보니까 이제 우승이 되게 좋았던 것 같아요.
2018 was really important to me. I just felt like it was winnable, and I kept saying it until we did win. We didn't win it all, but we got pretty close.
And that's respectable. How do you pronounce that name? What the heck? PNG Dine Keto? Din Keto? Dien Keto? How do you pronounce that?
Chegamos, mano. Está reacendendo a chama do povo brasileiro, essa esperança, tá ligado? Acho que
we have all kinds of different languages here.
我们今年一整年感觉都过得挺艰难的，你觉得今年我们可以做到吗？
我觉得可以做到吧，因为我们也付出了很多，就等待这一刻。对，
肯定得有啊。
잘해보자고.
Nice. Get a little bit of a
How was it back then?
brotherly bonding moment.
In 2019.
Right before we get to the big game.
People think of the final, the ending. And while it felt like a shame to lose in the final, for me 2019 kind of just represents hope. The emotions of going on stage, my dad, my mom, my siblings, all of them supporting me. It felt like all of Europe was behind us.
Dang.
It shows me that we can do it once again.
Mm-hmm. Ah, man. Beautiful music choice.
저를 믿지 못하는 사람들에게는 관심이 없어서.
Oh my god, bro. Oh no, they're at it again. They're at it again. Somebody give these guys a raise, man. What the heck? That came out of nowhere, too. Everybody's talking about, like, hey, what do you think about Worlds 2018? Oh, it was pretty fun. And then we have Chovy over here. I don't concern myself with non-believers. Where did that come from, bro? Oh, this guy's locked in. He's on demon time.
되게 중요한 건 월드 우승입니다.
Man, one really cool thing is that watching these teasers has kind of given me a new level of appreciation for these songs. Because it just fits the atmosphere so well.
언제 어디서 열리든 우리의 홈그라운드이고.
There we go. And there it is, the signature. Faker shush. Make them believe. Oh my god, bro. Now it's time. Now it's time. We finally head into the Swiss stages. Also, I wasn't 100% sure because it seemed like most people were saying that I should check out the Swiss opener, and I was thinking of just checking that out because there's a lot of Swiss stages, I'm not gonna lie. There's 9 days of Swiss stages. We'll see. We're gonna dive into stage 2, and through this video I'll decide whether or not I think it'll be worth continuing, because I tried looking at the viewership on some of the other Swiss stage videos. Some of them are on the lower side, some of them are really high. Like there's a T1 video that's like 200,000 views. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Let's get into it.
Back in 2019, I was too sad to watch.
I just don't want to commit to watching every single one of them, and they end up not being interesting. So I guess this will. decide it for me.
I remember I cried so many times because of the excitement I could have felt. Back then I was still a little kid, just wanting to play amongst the best, and I wasn't good enough.
Is that
Now I am. I have the chance to change history.
Oh my gosh. Why can't I remember his
우승하고
name?
싶다라는 상상만 항상 하고요.
He's like one of the most
매일 밤
popular
하기
players
전에 그냥 우승하면
on
어떤
TSM. I think his name is
일이 일어날까,
Bjorn or
어떤 감정일까,
Bjornson or
제가 그냥
something.
우승하는 그런 모습들을 계속 상상하면서 하는 것 같아요.
Peanut.
The first time I watched Peanut professionally was probably around 2016 when he was in Rocks Tigers.
Yep, that was me.
Semifinals of Worlds. That was
That
a
was
very hype
me.
match, and I thought he was playing very insane.
He was.
I'm very excited because I finally want to beat him.
은퇴하기 전에 꼭 해보고 싶다라는 게 내가 월주 우승을 하면 어떨까? 해봐야 알 것 같아.
Yeah, I was just about to say only one way to find out.
첫 월드 때 가장 크게 배운 거는 이제 팀마다 아니면 리그마다 되게 특색이 있는 걸 느꼈던 것 같습니다. 그리고 T1 같은 경우에는 그런
Oh my
리그의
God.
장단점들을 모든 리그의 장단점들을
What a statement.
팀이라고 생각합니다.
T1 is the team with all of those region strengths combined.
페레아 선수도 되게 피지컬적으로도 되게 좋은 선수고 각도 잘 보는 선수라서
Okay.
일단 라인전 하는 건 되게 재밌을 것 같아요.
然后今天一下踢完之后，觉得对我们整体的自信也有提升。
TS. Tion. Okay, okay.
我觉得我们下一场还是会赢下来的。
일단 지금 같은 경우는 모든 팀들이 메타를 완벽하게 이해하지는 못했을 거라고 생각하고 있고요. 그래도 저희만의 좀 강점이 있다면 챔피언 톱과
Okay. Honestly, that is a really important factor. If you start playing characters that the other teams aren't ready to face,
首先，我们对于不管对于瑞士人吧，我们是对于整个世界赛的所有比赛，我们都是充满着信心吧。想对我们 LPL 所有兄弟队伍说，让我们一起巴黎见啊，让我们一起击败所有对手。
我就觉得我们在零杠一之后是可以打上去的。
If you underestimate us, we're gonna on you guys.
dang. Okay, Impact.
After this loss, we're really angry, and we'll make sure that for the next match we're going to be playing full aggressive, and we'll take over the game.
What team is this?
就是我后面很有信心可以追上这个版本吧。
Fly can be a dangerous team to draw because if you don't disrupt us early game, we will beat you on the map and we will beat you in team fights.
Yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. You guys make it out of the Swiss stages first.
좋은 모습 많이 보여드릴 수 있도록.
Like, don't get me wrong, I respect trash talk, but you gotta show some skills to back it up first.
Nào mà coi thường cô biết đó thì em sẽ trả thù bằng cách là chiến thắng trận đấu.
Okay.
I'm a strong believer in Fnatic. This is the LEC studio. This is our home, so we have to defend it.
All right. So that was the Chaos Continues. Okay. So now we're getting to some actual teams. We have the battle for quarterfinals. We have DK and LNG versus HLE and Gen. This is pretty hype. Don't know much about DK and LNG, but this matchup right here seems crazy. Gen G versus HLE, bro.
일단 미드라이너들이 저는 되게 한국인 미드라이너들이 좀 더 높은 단계에 있다고 생각해서 다른 미드라이너들보다 이런 결과가 나온 것 같고.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. This is our first play-by-play. So, we have FNC versus DK. This must have been like their previous match. So, of course, we had the trailers for day 1 and 2. So, I'm guessing a bunch of teams competed there. And maybe these are like the winners that are now facing off against each other. Or maybe, I don't know. Regardless, this, I'm guessing, happened earlier this year. Probably day 1 or day 2. and they're just like replaying this footage here. So DK, we have Aiming, Kingen, Lucid. I can't see who this is. And then FNC. Oh, this already looks bad. The video just started, and this already looks like this is in DK's favor. Showmaker.
그 미드라이너들 중에서도 제가 최고가 될 수 있게 더 열심히
He's the
하겠습니다.
best mid laner. I think I remember them saying that he's a
많이 보고 배우고
pretty
잘하는데
insane mid laner.
이 선수가 일단 프로적인 마인드도 되게 좋게 깔려있는 선수인 것 같고, 그리고 인게임적으로도 많이 알려주고 많이 아는 선수라 생각이 되어서 존경한다고 말했던 것 같습니다.
Okay.
일단 처음에 올라가서 게임을 하게 되었을 때 뭔가 이게 꿈인가라는 생각도 되게 많이 들었고, 이제 되게 행복하다, 이런 잘하는 선수랑 할 수 있게 되어서 너무 행복하다, 이런 생각도 했었던 것 같고,
제가 이제 프로 데뷔를 할 때부터 이 디플러스 기아라는 팀에 계속 있어왔는데 계속 이 팀의 유니폼을 입으면서 경기에 계속 참여할 수 있는 게 너무 영광이라고 생각하고 있고, 저는 작년 월즈에서 2승 3패로 티스
Oh, okay. I was confused for a second because he said D plus KIA, and I was like, what the heck is that? But I think, is that what DK stands for? The D is D plus, and then the K is KIA. So he's been playing in DK since he first, like, since the beginning of his like professional career, right?
They take down D plus. They will take a bow. It's time for them to go home.
이 3승을 따내는 것이 얼마나 간절하고 중요한지 잘 알고 있어서
아무래도 이제 그런 엄청 값진 경험을 한번 해봤던 상황이었어가지고.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
재작년에 그렇게 좋은 경험을 하고
He was in. Oh, okay. It's making sense. It's a little tricky to kind of keep track of everybody because everybody like starts on one team and then they swap to another team and they swap to another team. So like me finding out that Peanut was in T1 and now he's in HLE, for example, like it's just so tough to keep track of people, but it makes sense. He was a part of DRX during the year when they won Worlds, back when Deft was in DRX as well. And then I think either DRX disbanded or they like changed their name, because he's obviously not a part of DRX anymore. And I don't think Deft is a part of DRX either.
내려갔었어가지고 좀 더 욕심이 있었던 것 같고 다시 한번 그런 무대를 경험해보고 싶은 욕심이 많았었던 것 같고 올해 잘해서 다시 한번 증명을 하고 싶다는 걸 보여드리고 싶어서 엄청 큰 다짐을 했었던 것 같아요.
Okay.
뭐 2년 전도 그렇고 지금은 시간도 많이 지나고 해서 또 제가 성장할 수 있는 시간이 충분히 많다 생각하고 또 이번 대회를 통해서도 좀 더 많은 걸 보여드릴 수 있는 자신감도 있어서 그렇게 생각하고 있습니다.
일단 월즈에서 결승까지 못 가봐서 그게 아쉽기도 하고, 그리고 여기까지 월즈에서 엄청 좋은 폼을 보여줘도 생각하지도 못해서
월즈에서 좋은 성적이 저에게 얼마나 중요한지.
Whoa, that is whoa. That is so creepy. What the hell is that? What? That looks so weird. I don't know if this is animated or if this is like some kind of tarp that was ripped from the building and it's just like flapping in the wind or something. Oh, that looks so weird.
책임감을 느끼고 있습니다.
세상에 정해진 건 없고 제가 바꿀 수 있다고 생각합니다.
去年直呼8强，让很多信任我的人失望了吧？我回来就是拿回属于我的
Scout.
就是首先是
Now it's interesting. I've heard some interesting stuff about Scout that happened recently. I might make a video checking it out.
所以我们相信我们能打赢任何对手。
我们有信心100%可以进到8强。
저는 저를 믿고 저희 팀을 믿기 때문에 부셔버리도록 하겠습니다.
Dang, okay, calm down, buddy.
긴장해라. 우리는 질 생각 없고 이기러 왔으니까.
Holy. He was a little too far into the role, man. Look at that. Look at that crazy look in his eye. I will crush you. Raising his fist, staring dead into the camera. Somebody keep an eye on that, man. Okay, learning from losses. We got day 4 here.
叫胜不骄，败不馁。我认为在一开始就碰到强队的话，确实是对我们有帮助的，因为这样会让我们意识到自己的问题吧。
I think after the loss, there's a lot of emotions. I've learned how to deal with them. I'm able to draw conclusions that can be helpful for me without letting the emotions get in the way.
Oh, real quick, could one of you guys explain how the Swiss stages work? Is it like a round robin sort of thing? Or like double elimination? Like how do they decide whether they make it to quarterfinals or not? Because I believe earlier somebody said that they can make it to quarterfinals even if they're 0-1, which I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't know how the system actually works, but I'm guessing he was saying even if, you know, they drop a game there, he thinks they can still make it, but
的话，就每项比赛都很想赢，所以我的心态上有点很着急的吧。
Tarzan。
然后今年的话，就学到东西打比赛，就自己好的做好自己的。
我觉得现在的输赢只是一时的，我们看谁能笑到最后。
이제 프로게이머를 시작하면서 책을 좀 많이 읽기 시작했는데 그 책들에게서 얻은 교훈이 이제
he was over there reading The Art of War.
사는 게 저는 경쟁자가 많을수록 되게 좋고 재밌다고 생각해서 이제 그만큼 제가 더 성장할 수 있는 것 같습니다.
I definitely think that having the support of my family means that I can really just go all in on League and become the player that I dream of becoming, which is of course always someone who can support his teammates and make sure that we're doing the right thing.
我从15岁就出道了嘛，然后打到了现在，其实也是一直不断的在精进自己。
现在还有很多粉丝都希望你可以再打1年。
目前没有想太多，想要先让这次先走更远，再想这个问题，想要拿到以前没有拿到过的成就。
Right around the corner from retiring, maybe.
从入围赛打进来
And he wants to try to win before he goes.
第一次参加世界赛的我的实力还没有那么强，也有很多缺点。但是现在我改掉了我很多的缺点，并且非常的全面，实力也特别强。我感觉我有自信挑战任何对手。
BLG definitely seems to be one of the favorites of this year. Because I know they showcased BLG a lot last year too. They made it really far too.
This year we still have a high chance to make it. I'm still very confident with my boys that we can go to Paris and show the world what we are capable of.
So Worlds is in Paris this year.
We're gonna come into the matches with confidence.
But right now they're competing
with learnings
to get
from
there.
all our past matches. We can show you a version of FlyQuest that's the best one yet.
对上 Fly 的话，我会像今年 MSI 一样，把你们送回家。
Okay, I'm a part of me is hoping that some of these other teams, these new faces, not necessarily new, but like, you know, FlyQuest, HLE, like some of these guys that didn't make it to quarterfinals last year, a part of me is hoping that they do make it this year, because I feel like I'm gonna feel bad if I'm watching all of these Swiss stages with all of them talking like, yeah, this time we're gonna win, we're gonna crush everybody, and then you get to quarterfinals and you find out that none of them made it, and it's like, alright, alright, so they were just yapping. I hope some of them can actually back it up. Oop. Because I hear everybody talk about how insane the Asian teams are in League. Never hear anybody talk about the Europe or American teams. At least not anymore. Okay, so here we have day 5. No more chances.
More worlds after such an exciting day number one. The Swiss only open things up.
Is there gonna be a team that play more skip than us? More defense champions? I'm not sure. Maybe the Vietnamese league. They play a lot of crazy stuff.
Vietnamese league.
Of course, I'm sad, I'm frustrated, I'm angry. I'm not playing my best still.
PSG get their revenge from playing.
I wanna figure out what's going on exactly, because I think we are capable of way more than what we are showing right now.
Mình nghĩ là mình đã trải qua khá nhiều cảm xúc tiêu cực.
I was gonna say something, but
buồn, có
I don't
thất
know. It
vọng,
wouldn't have made sense.
có giận dữ về bản thân, có tiếc nuối. Nhưng mà sau tất cả thì ở thời điểm hiện tại thì mình nghĩ là mình cần phải phục hồi thật là nhanh chóng.
So it looks like we're hearing from some of the teams that didn't do too well in play-ins.
It's time to wake up. It's time to play with confidence.
But yeah, they're trying to turn things around
we just
here.
need to prove everyone wrong again.
This is the moment we waited for.
And we just need to go with everything we have.
We gonna give them what they came for.
Ở những thời điểm như thế này thì thử thách rất là nhiều cái niềm tin vào những người đồng đội với nhau. Và nếu như bọn mình từ bỏ ở thời điểm hiện tại thì bọn mình sẽ không còn cơ hội có thể chiến thắng. Vậy nên bọn mình sẽ vẫn chọn tin tưởng lẫn nhau.
Dude, this music choice.
Muito alto.
So hype.
E a gente ainda tem muito para buscar. Mas a gente tem que encarar isso com bons olhos e usar isso como motivação para vir mais forte. Para mim o mais importante agora é o time não quebrar, continuar confiando uns nos outros, porque a gente precisa um dos outros para vencer. Enquanto a gente for um time e confiar no outro, a gente ainda tem chance. Vai buscar essa
Dang, these guys are tatted up.
Essa última chance que a gente tem.
I think when you have issues like this,
I actually thought Liquid had a good solid chance in that game, and then they threw it.
it's very important to look at the man in the mirror and just figure out how to fix it yourself. My mentality is honestly just that we can do it.
Well, let's see.
Para os meus teammates, eu confio muito em cada um de vocês. Eu espero que vocês confiem em mim também.
We're currently in the same position we were last year.
TL though, obviously heartbreaking loss for them.
But the difference this time is we're still all mentally sound and it feels very winnable.
Keep believing in us and we'll make it.
Man,
vượt qua rất là nhiều khó khăn.
I want to hear some more energy, man.
Hãy cùng nhau cố gắng thêm một chút nữa.
I want to hear some more energy from these competitors. Like, I get it's still early and maybe some of them are unsure that they'll make it, but I want to hear some energy. I want to hear like, yeah, we're gonna like the guy that raised his fist earlier. We're gonna crush them. Like, he has energy. But everything that I'm hearing from like the people on Team Liquid, they're like, yeah, sometimes you just need to, you know, look at the man in the mirror and, you know, make some improvements, and we're confident. And it sounds more like a politician speaking. It doesn't sound like a competitor. He doesn't sound hype. It doesn't sound like he's trying to get the crowd on his side. It just sounds like you know, he got paid to read a script.
We're not out of this tournament yet. We can still make it into the quarterfinal stage.
Which, I mean, they probably did, but the point is, you don't want to make it feel like that.
Do mundo, mas a gente tem uma das melhores torcidas do mundo. Tamo junto, amo vocês. A gente vai dar tudo de si.
Like, at least with Faker and the other members of T1, when they say their lines, they're like dramatic with it, you know? They're kind of like, I don't know, like they're the kings, they're on top of the world, and they're like talking down on the other competitors. Like, that's fun, that's exciting. But here, it was just a bunch of people talking about, like, we gotta believe in each other, and, you know, we gotta work on improving our game plan. It just sounds like things I've heard a million times already. Nothing against these guys. It's just, you know, me personally, as a new fan, well, not a new fan, but I guess a returning fan to the LCS, I want to see some energy, man. I want to find some people to root for outside of just Faker and Peanut and Guma and everybody else in T1. But here we have day 6. The battle rages on. TES versus DK and HLE versus Fly. Let's do this.
This next best of 3 is going to be one of the most important matches of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I put everything into preparing for this event. I feel like I played pretty poorly this game. I have no fear of making mistakes.
Because this probably decides
What the hell is happening?
whether or not they make it into
and I will give it my all
quarterfinals.
to try and win.
네, 저는 우승할 수 있다고 생각하고요. 우승할 생각이 없다고 생각하면서 임해봤자 좋을 게 하나도 없다고도 생각이 드네요. 항상 프로게이머 하면서 준비가 돼 있었다고 생각하고요. 그 기회를 꼭
Also, he
만들고
started on T1. Is that what we saw there?
This is peak League of
Before he was in Rocks Tigers?
I'm never going to stop trying to fight. No matter how difficult the game looks.
Dang, he's
I want people
tall.
to
What
watch
the
my
heck?
games to be excited because something great is going to happen. I hope you can all look forward to that.
당연히 뭐
Alright, I'm hoping, dude.
확률이 더 높아진 건
I'm hoping HLE makes it to quarterfinals.
저희가 충분히 올라갈 수 있다고 믿고 있고.
And I'm hoping FlyQuest makes it.
끝난 게 아니고 아직도 유리한 고지고 아직도 기회가 많이 남아있다고 생각하니까 전혀 위축될 상황도 아니고 부정적으로도 생각할 상황이 아니라고 생각해서 긍정적으로 임할 것 같아요.
I hope we can have a fantastic match together that is exciting for the fans so that we can both be remembered as great teams.
파이팅!
Fighting!
이게 정확한 비교가 될지 모르겠지만 제가 22년도 당시에 DRX가 정말 누구한테도 이길 수 있고 누구한테도 질 수 있는 팀이라는 평가를 받았었거든요.
This year, no one was even paying attention to DRX. It's
And
a
they
roster
ended up
of defying
sweeping the whole
expectations.
thing. Yep.
그만큼 고점과 저점이 차이가 많이 난다는 건데 특정 궤도에 올라갔을 때는 그 고점이 터진다고 생각을 해요. 사실 지금 24년도 디플러스 기아도 저는 결이 비슷하다고 생각을 해요. 정말 그 누구도 이길 수 있을 거라 생각합니다. 저희 팀을 얕봐주셨으면 좋겠고 얕봐주신 만큼 저희가 톡톡히 그 대가를
See, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Let's run it back. I hope you keep underestimating us.
얕봐주신 만큼
And we'll make sure you pay the price for looking down on us. That's what I want to hear, man.
就在我刚打职业的时候，就是其实我的想法就很简单，因为我就
Like, skip all of the friendly stuff. We're here for the crown.
比较帅。然后到现在的话，现在就更想赢比赛了，觉得就是队伍的胜利是更重要的。
사실 걱정이 안 된다면 그거는 거짓말이겠죠. 하지만 정말 저희가 높은 자리까지 갈 수 있는 자격을 가진 팀이라면 그런 걱정을 용기로 변환시키는 능력도 저희의 재량이라고 생각을 해서 그 부분은 저희가 이겨내야 되는 부분인 것 같습니다.
就我加入滔博之前，其实也没有更专注于个人发挥，只是，我觉得在团队里就给我更多指导方面的，就是天和 Mako 吧。
Mako and Tian.
相比现在就对团队的专注就比以前高了很多吧。
So he was a solo player before.
싸움을 정말 잘하는
Solo Q.
정말 싸움을 좋아하는 팀을 만나게
And
된다면
now
싸움에서
he's focusing
지지 않을
more on
자신이
teamwork. Okay, they love that shot. They love that shot there.
제 가족분들 그리고
I feel like we're gonna see that a couple times.
한국에 남아 있는 제 팬분들 모두 저한테 하나같이 가장 늦게
There he is again.
말해주는데 약속 꼭 지켜드리겠습니다.
Oh, I love it so much. Showmaker is awesome. Oh man, that's gotta be a meme, right? Like they had to have made that into a meme by now. That is so funny. All right, here we go. This is one of the bigger videos for the Swiss stages. We have day 7 here with G2 versus T1 and BLG versus PSG. A lot of big names here. A lot of big names.
Match point for T1.
All in one video.
The question is, can they finish it right now, right here?
작년에 우승했을 때 제일 먼저 들었던 생각은
Xiaohu now taking a whole lot of damage and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a
Oh,
double kill.
dang. And then he came back for more. What a monster.
팬분들을 기쁘게 해줄 수 있어서 즐겁다는 생각이었고
Yep. Legends never die.
To be back in Europe, it's amazing. We have all the crowd supporting us. Definitely feels like we're on our home ground right now.
Last Worlds, I remember when we dropped out, I was feeling so sad. We were all feeling so sad.
The last vestige of the LEC is wiped from Worlds 2023.
Dang.
We really believed that we could achieve really amazing thing. We have another chance now. We're getting closer and closer.
They beat G2 again. Twice in the same tournament, proving they're the better squad.
So this is a bit of a run back they're getting here.
And I think we can.
G2.
뮤비
Guma!
제목이 Heaven is Crown인데 사영이 옆에서 봤을 때 그런
Mhm.
자리에 대한 압박감이 클 텐데.
Yep, that song was made
그
for
자리를
him,
계속
dude.
지켜내려고 하고 노력하는 모습이 멋진 것 같습니다. 그 왕관을 같이 지키기 위해서 최선을.
There we go. They've got his back. ZOFGK. They got Faker's back. He's not gonna have to defend this crown on his own.
다하겠습니다.
If I win this match, then this will be my ticket to go home. Of course, I'm gonna take it.
Interesting. I mean, you know who I'm rooting for in this
如果说我们
matchup.
实力真的很
Now
强
we
的
have
话，我们
BLG.
可能不会一杠二的吧。
T1 takedown BLG.
Dang.
现在实力的话，可能只展示了50%都不到吧。
Okay. This isn't their final form yet. This is only a taste of their power.
1杠2啊，但是这种压力就是自己要想办法。
Wait, they lost to FlyQuest?
那你扛住了。
Wait, hold on. PSG lost to... No. Well, I mean, they're showing PSG getting killed, but PSG is pushed up into FlyQuest's base.
现在我们已经是1杠2了，但是
And
这
they're
种压力就是
1-2
自
as
己要想
well.
办法去承受。那你扛住了压力，晋级了之后你就会变得更强。但是你扛不住压力，那我们可能就是没有办法成为有办法进8强的队伍。
You guys better lock in. 1 and 2 is not a good look.
以我们现在的状态，我们应该是走一步看一步嘛。毕竟先调好当前是最重要的。
如果我们再输一场就会结束嘛，那我们肯定是压力是会有点大，但我们会把这个压力好好的掌握住。
Not very convinced. I think BLG is gonna stomp. I'm not gonna lie.
一步一步再证明。
Wait, hold on.
就是我们会自己一步一步在。
Bro. Oh no, not another. Not another. Dude, what the heck, man? Why is everybody trying to beat me up?
再证明自己的吧，然后证明我们是 LPL 1号种子。
Oh my gosh.
上去虐一下。
Save that aggression for the freaking rift, brother. Okay, so from these matchups, I think this is going to be interesting, but I think T1's going to win. I'm obviously rooting for T1 here. And then BLG versus PSG, I'm sorry. They spent a lot of time actually like focusing on the members of PSG in these videos we've seen so far, but I still think BLG is going to take it, man. I'm not worried at all. I would be shocked if T1 and BLG lost, but we'll see. Here we go, day 8. We have Fnatic versus WBG. These guys were the well, they made it to grand finals last year, so they should win this since Fnatic didn't even make it to quarters last year. And then Team Liquid versus GAM. I don't really know much about GAM, so I guess I'm rooting for Team Liquid because I'm pretty sure they're NA. So, woo, NA. And then for Fnatic versus WBG, I'm voting for WBG.
I would say I was very lost last Worlds.
and I was losing a lot of confidence, and I didn't know how I wanted to play the game.
As GAM stay alive here at Worlds, they'll send the North American third seed home.
This Worlds, I was very confident going in. I think I can actually see myself knowing how to carry a game and knowing what I'm going to do.
Yon's ready to go with a killer instinct. She's on over the wall. Yon goes.
Whoa. Let's see. Okay. So Team Liquid playing against PNG here.
She's on over the wall. Yon goes.
Nice. Oh my god. That was beautiful.
Bản thân em thì từ trước đến giờ khoảng khắc từ thời điểm mà những cái lúc mà về các năm về trước thì
Okay, is GAM, are they a Vietnamese team?
Mình sẽ vươn lên top 8. Đó được coi là một kỳ tích đối với tuyển thủ cũng như là đối với các khán giả ở khu vực VCS. Có thể nói thì đây là một kỳ trên thế giới mà em tự tin nhất.
The world's where I'm the most confident.
Bản thân em chỉ được cả team
I can reach the top 8. Let's see if they can do it.
To be a part of my team. I think this time around we're completely different from last World. I'm very confident in playing against them. I'm excited for our rematch.
Did they say what their records were so far?
Thì bọn mình cũng sẽ chuẩn bị tinh thần và chiến đấu hết mình để mà hợi chiến thắng. Team và mình sẽ cố gắng hết mình cũng như là để nỗ lực hết mình để mà có thể mang một cái vinh quang gì đó về cho VCS của
Dude.
mình.
That's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go again.
Yeah, this like symbol. Wait, what? Is this? Oh, is that? I'm so confused. Is that Team Liquid's symbol?
I wouldn't say this is our.
That's their logo or something. Here we got Fnatic.
Too well so far.
24 minutes is all it took.
It was the same last year where we lost. This time we are ready to make it different.
去年我们在瑞士伦敦场地其实也是一个样的一个开局。去年的话，简单来说的话，就是越打越自信吧。
No one expected Weibo to be the ones in this position.
但是今年比起去年不同的地方是，
It's falling apart for Weibo.
觉得比起这个会给我更多压力的是，我是能看到很多我们队伍很基础的问题的，但是一直不能去很好的改。
Dang, that's
For me,
tough.
I think it just increases the pressure from before, knowing that if you lose next time, you are out. But I think it will also bring us confidence at the same time.
That's actually really interesting what he said there. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but him right here from WBG. It's really interesting what he said because I feel like it would suck more to lose Worlds knowing that, you know, there are some fundamental problems with your team going into it, rather than losing Worlds after going in and giving it your all and everybody was locked in and, you know, tried their best. It seems like he can already see right now that, you know, things are a little shaky.
Because
his team isn't as rock solid as he would like.
Fnatic will find the win. Fnatic is ready for the next match.
And that could be for a number of different reasons.
就是尽量去从自身出发，然后也可能多选一些主动的角色，多去指挥配合一下队友。
Let's see.
来世界赛目标肯定是为了夺冠的，然后后续的比赛我们也会尽全力去赢下来的，来改变这个现状。
We are gonna stomp you because this is our region.
Hey, I respect it. Now let's see it happen. This is your home turf. If you lose here, that is not going to be a good look. Because we're in Europe right now, so the European teams better show out. Okay. It comes to this. So here we have a lot of big names here. I wonder, gosh, because I'm sure this isn't all of the teams. I'm sure there's more teams that are probably already secured for quarterfinals. And then these teams here are competing. Like, this is their last chance, basically. It even says it comes to this. So we have BLG versus G2. WBG versus DK, and Fly versus Team Liquid. So, for BLG versus G2, I kind of want BLG to win. I'm not going to lie. But maybe I'm a little biased because, you know, I remember a lot of these guys from last year. So, you know what? I did say I want things to shake up a little bit. I'm rooting for G2. Let's see if G2 can take down BLG here. When it comes to DK versus WBG, I'm rooting for DK. I'm rooting for DK. And then Fly versus Team Liquid, I'm rooting for Fly. So those are my three. Let's see who comes out on top.
I think a human can't grow unless it's being challenged. I have to either live up to it or die trying.
There we go.
Every loss from this point on, you're going home.
Baker charms up broken blade.
Yep, no more chances.
Just ripping through G2.
Yep.
We're gonna cling
so
on this
T1
chance. Live the dream that
already
everybody wants to live.
steamrolled over them
and win.
once. But they're not out
저희에
yet.
있어서 월즈는 정말 꿈의 무대이고
Showmaker.
한번 잃었었던 만큼 그 감정을 한 번 더 느끼기 위해서 더 간절해지고 어느 팀을 만나든 다 부셔버리도록 하겠습니다.
And then here's WBG.
我们队5个人也都是打了比较久职业的嘛，然后这样的话，在有一些游戏内突发情况的时候，会在下意识做出比较正确的判断，因为大家都是打得比较久，就可能我们在一起就一起进步，一起就是获得一场场比较艰难的比赛，我们会就是越打越好，然后越来越团结。
And Weibo will keep themselves alive.
让我们今年不留遗憾就行了。
希望不能忘了我们春
There we
夏
go.
不下 P 来冠
Leave
军
no
是他
regrets.
投来的。
Only one more
Oh my
step
god,
for
those
BLG.
subtitles flew by so fast. Hold on. Oh my god, I actually need to pause, man. We were the LPL champions in both spring and summer split. And we're here as the #1 seed. This is BLG? They're the #1 seed. Holy crap. And they're struggling to make it to quarterfinals? I mean, I'm just assuming that all of these teams have, like, you know, a loss or two, and this game here decides whether they make it to finals, and then you have the other teams like T1 who probably just steamrolled through the Swiss stages. That's why they're not up here, but that's just my guess.
Only one more step for BLG.
所以我们每个人都要带着自信去的。
And it seems like even though these guys were the first seed,
我觉得我们如果能调整好
They're
最好的
having a
状态
tough
去
road here.
迎接任何对手，都是不会害怕的，会给大家都带来精彩的比赛。
저희 팀은 꼭 파리에 가야 하기 때문에 어쩔 수 없이 집에 보내드리도록 하겠습니다.
G2 is here to win Worlds. And no matter the position we're in, we're gonna fight for it.
Dang. Team Liquid.
Retake control of the game.
It's very surprising the loss. We were all very disappointed.
FlyQuest for the first time in LCS history.
Conquer their demons. Okay.
I think we understand them pretty well. And this time, we're gonna get our revenge.
Let's see.
I want to continue.
I'm rooting for you guys. Let's go, FlyQuest. Don't let them get their get back.
Before we have reached what I believe is our potential, will leave regrets.
Once we beat FlyQuest, Yoni's gonna prove that
Poor
he can beat
JJ.
LCK API bar laners.
I have a lot of faith in us to make top 8. I think we can for sure do it. I can achieve anything.
I know many NA fans are cheering for us, but we're gonna be the real last NA hope. Let's settle this once and for all.
The real last NA hope. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a whole lot of NA hope coming into this, but let's see. Alright, so the first quarterfinals match. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it here. Dang it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it here. quarterfinals, and then we have LNG versus WBG. So they actually made it. WBG, they made it through that final Swiss stage, and then I'm guessing LNG, they already breezed through the Swiss stages. So
Paris, ville lumière. C'est chez moi ici. C'est ici que le destin de 8 équipes sera décidé au cours des 4 prochains jours.
Dracos, Zika. So HLE made it. WBG. FlyQuest. T1. No surprise there. GG made it. Genji, I mean. This Top? Okay, we haven't heard much from Top. BLG.
Et ce que le futur nous réserve? Nous devons attendre pour le découvrir.
So they made it to Paris, huh?
去年我们打李宁的时候，打野还是他的，我们打野是维维，现在我们两边打野都已经互换了。
Both junglers
感觉我们得把维维赢下来，不然。
What? Wait, swapped as in swapped teams? That's kind of insane. Bro, could you imagine? You're competing against another team and you have your team members, and then next year you guys have like swapped players.
不然的话他应该会太开心了。
When they first mentioned that they swapped, I thought they meant that they swapped to different teams, not with each other's teams.
就刚结束的那段时间就感觉非常遗憾，然后可惜吧，然后就感觉我就希望弥补去年的遗憾吧。
All I know is whoever loses here is gonna be salty for sure. Dang, whichever one of those junglers lose, they're gonna be pissed.
也成长了很多，然后就来。
Like, dang, I knew I should have stayed.
LNG are taking the fight, and BLG don't know what just hit them. Scout is this team. Scout is LNG.
我们5个人就是最强的，我相信今年 LNG 会夺冠的。
去年的话就。每项都比赛都很
Tarzan. That was the other one. So he was LNG and now he's WBG. That's crazy.
今年的话，做好我自己，然后这样才能帮助到队友的话。
之前就觉得他是一个非常厉害的选手，打了之后就还是觉得他是一个非常厉害的选手吧。
Scout looks like a mad scientist.
我很熟悉你，你应该会了解我。我们一起打精彩的比赛吧。
He looks like he just finished creating life.
赢下他们肯定是会很开心的，疫情一下来吧。职业生涯到现在就总是在跟 Scout 打比赛。很难就是把有趣联系在一起。
另一方都会带着 LPL 的那一份走下去的。
感觉就是比较可惜吧，就是跟朋友们就是必须要回家一个。
我们在 AP 的时候遇到很多次，我们这次会走到很远。
石涛仔，我们也是老对手。不管这次结果如何，我们给大家展现一场精彩的比赛。
我们会一步一步的走向决赛，在这个过程当中，任何人都不能阻止我们。
Yeah, Scout's like, man, screw that. We're stomping you guys. Okay, I like the shot here. Wait, hold on. This shot is actually so cool. How you have the 3 over here, the 3 over here. the two leads staring each other down, and then the two people right behind them. That's so good. And they're, oh man, this is beautifully organized. Okay, now quarterfinals day 2. One will survive, one will fall. We have HLE versus BLG. Dude, tough matchup. Tough matchup. I want to root for HLE though, just because Peanut's there, but we'll see. BLG.
Triple victory for Breed! The underdog run continues as Weber will make their way to
These
semi.
guys are
Le frisson de la victoire, le chagrin de la défaite.
I feel like either team could win
La deuxième
this.
journée des quarts de finale commence dès
From
maintenant.
the very limited knowledge I have, I feel like it could go either way.
제가 BLG에 3년 전에 있었는데 또 오랜만에 BLG라는 팀을 만나게 돼서 너무 좋은 것 같고 아무래도 3년이라는 시간이 지났다 보니까 우승이라는 것도 경험 많이 해봐서 선수로서의 경험이 엄청 많아진 것 같고 실력도 많이 좋아졌다고 하고 있습니다.
저희가 크게 실점하는 장면들이 스쳐가고요. 저는 저희가 충분히 올라갈 수 있다고 믿고 있고요.
Of course, you had to get the Eiffel Tower in the shot.
在瑞士呢，我们最艰难的时刻是我们1跟2的时候，因为我们再输一场就要回家了。
Yeah, but they pulled through
在
when
那
it
个阶
mattered
段，我
most.
觉得我们整个队伍在比赛上面的表现，还有心态上面，其实都没有做得特别的好吧。
And as long as they're still in the competition,
2次机会去让我们
they still have a chance to win.
但我们都把握住了。 对我们瑞士人表现不满意，但是我们会去吸取经验，接受失败，然后去向前面进发。
월즈에 굉장히 강한 라인업이 많습니다. 여기서 그치지 않고 더 강해지도록 하겠습니다.
花生的话，我觉得他跟队友的协调，还有一些指挥在支援上这方面，我觉得做得特别棒。我觉得他弱点的话，当遇到比较强的打野一直给他野区压力的话，我觉得他会很慌张，然后没有什么自己的节奏了。Peanut，
since you think you know Peanut
我
so
会再次
well,
击碎你。
I will crush you
自由的人没什么想说的，我
again.
只需要在比赛中证明我自己的实力就行。我觉得今年LPL 队伍面对LCK 都是完全有机会战胜的，我一点都不怕他们。
我想说，去年我们击败了多兰、迪莱特、Peanut 这3名选手2次。
Oh wow, so these guys, they're in a
今年
winning
我们一样
matchup
会击
right
败他们
now.。They have a winning
我
record
们
so
和豪
far
华都是各自赛区的1号种子，
HLE.
这次我们会证明谁是最
Or
强
not
的。
HLE, but against Peanut when he was on
아이트 선수 2년 만에 다시 만나게
a
됐는데
different team.
LPL에서 제일 잘하는 거 알지만 이번에는 저희가 이겨서 올라가도록 하겠습니다.
Okay, they had the same formula here. A little bit different this time though, with where everyone's standing. Okay. HLE versus BLG, man. I wonder. You know, Peanut's awesome. I love Peanut just as much as the next guy, but I have no idea. Like I said, last time I saw him was when he was in Rock's Tiger. I have no idea what his trajectory was like from that point until now. He could have fallen off. He could be washed now. These guys in BLG said that they beat him twice, I think. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm hoping HLE can pull through. And here we have, day 3. Tease versus T1.
T1, defending world champions, push to at best a 4th seed. The pressure has gotten to them.
And the seeds are decided based on
이 팀이
the
굉장히
preseason
많은
competitions,
팬들을
right?
보유하고
Or whatever
있고
they're called.
그래서 많은
Like
기량과
LCK
많은
and
진단을
MSI and stuff like
받을
that.
거라고
That
생각은
determines your
했지만
seed.
개인적으로 그렇게 받아들인 경우도 좀 많았던 것 같습니다.
当时在2019年在巴黎拿下了冠军，让我感到非常梦幻。然后也
Oh, they won in Paris, so now they're back in
拿下
Paris
冠军
again.
之后的几个月，我感觉大家对我的期待变高了，然后我要去努力去回应这些期待。
Biggest underperformance possibly ever. Shocking outcome.
Yeah, get their first win.
能再次回到巴黎，我感觉非常好。我会在这里再拿下一个冠军，来回应大家对我的期待。
我第一次交手 T1 是在2020年 MSC 上的比赛上，然后那一场我们赢下来了，赢得非常简单。在此之后
See, but that was a different T1, buddy. That was a different T1.
就很难缠的一个对手。
Yeah.
去年 T1 在4强的时候就赢了我们一个 BO5嘛，因为那个时候去年唯一输了一个 BO5，我觉得让我非常。
They've grown.
我们是来复仇的。
Imposant. Et le fardeau des attentes.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say is the crown. I was about to say she said the thing.
Mais c'est un poids que l'on doit porter pour rester au sommet.
작년에 우승하고 나서 올해 여러 고난들을 많이 겪었던 것 같고 다 같이 좀 힘든 상황에 놓여 있을 때 어떻게든 잘 극복하려고 노력했고 그런 것들을 좀 잘 극복하려고 하면서 여러 가지들을 배웠던 것 같습니다.
Dang, looking good, Guma.
저를 응원해
I like
주시는
the hair.
분들도 엄청나게 많다고 생각이 들기 때문에 제가 흔들리지 않고 잘해야 된다라는 그런 생각이 있었어가지고.
Dang.
최선을 다해 플레이하는 것 같습니다.
Esports will rise to the occasion and make their way to the quarterfinals.
I feel like this is going to be a good match. Or this was a good match since this happened in 2024.
제가 월즈 때마다 집에 보내드렸던 것 같은데 이번에도 변화 없을 것 같습니다.
如果我们赢下这场比赛的话，可以很自信的说，我们就是宿命之间的对手。宙斯，你输定了。
다시 한번 함께 날아오르겠습니다.
We will rise together. He said the thing. T1 rose together.
Commence maintenant.
Make them believe. Let's go. So that's the theme of this year. Make them believe. The last hope of the West. We have FlyQuest versus Gen G. But I'm guessing when they say the last hope of the West, they're talking about FlyQuest, right? They're the last hope of the West.
La 4e journée des quarts de finale est arrivée. C'est la dernière chance pour accéder aux demi-finales.
How does it feel being, a part of the last two European players?
I mean, it feels good, but I think we have a lot of responsibility.
Or maybe,
on us now.
I guess it's FlyQuest and Gen G.
I think what made Europe great in the years that I was here is that we would always throw everything on the pitch. We'd risk looking ugly with silly counter picks, but we were never willing to go down without a fight.
작년의 결과 같은 경우는 이제 3승 0패로 올라온 거라서
No, Gen G Yeah, they're not
결과에는
European.
만족하는데 제 개인적인 퍼포먼스는
Dang, man, I wish I had a freaking like I wish I had what's it called? I wish I could see the standings, like, cuz it says the last hope of the West, but then here just now he said, how does it feel to be the last of the two Europeans? Did he mean that because they're the only two Europeans on their team, or did they mean there's only two European teams left in quarterfinals? I don't know. It's so confusing.
아직 좀 만족 못하는
But I'm trying
좀
to,
그런 상태입니다.
you know, absorb and
간단하게
understand
다
everything
이기고
that's going
진출하는
on.
게 좋습니다.
Gen G, show HLE. The finals are not the rule. They are the exception.
So they took out
I have a lot of
HLE.
confidence because we've been scouting Gen G the whole year. That's the team that we tried to play like.
Quad.
8강에 오게 돼서 정말 믿기지 않는 것 같고 젠지를 만나게 돼서 더 흥미로운 것 같아요. 초비 선수를 알게 된 거는 14살 때 처음으로 랭크 게임에서 알게
Oh,
된
wow,
친구가
really?
됐는데 서로 엄청 해맑고 되게 시끄럽게 떠드는 친구였는데 워낙 초비 선수가 엄청 뛰어났기 때문에 계속 여러 가지 물어보고 계속 친하게 지낼 수 있었던 것 같아요.
코드는 되게 밝았던 싸움이라고 생각합니다. 그때의 초비를 회상한다면 아무래도 부족한 게 게임을 보는 시야랑 판단력 같은 부분에서 특히 더 아쉬웠던 것 같아요.
뭔가 프로가 된 쿼드와 초비가 만났을 때는 둘 다 어느 정도 옛날에 비해서는 많이 웃음도 없어지고
Yeah, they were locked in.
어느 정도 진지한 성격이 많이 생겼던 것 같아요.
No more fun and
2020년도에
games in solo
제가
queue.
초비 선수와 함께 데뷔전을 치르게 됐었는데
This roster is really new and thrown together. There's definitely a lot to work on.
그때 당시 이겼어서 더 재밌던 기억이 많이 남아있고 21년도에는 DRX 선수단이 대부분 바뀌고 되게 엄청 많이 졌었는데
Toby, one of the most promising young rosters we've seen in recent years.
DRX still without a victory whatsoever. This might be the last game Solka plays for a very long time.
Oh, his name used to be Solka?
그런 부분에서 되게 심리적으로 크게 좀 많이 몰려온다는 느낌을 받았어가지고 그렇게
Whoa.
조련드 은퇴를 했던 것 같아요.
Dang, this guy has such a cool backstory, and they kept him hidden this whole time.
6 years later, I didn't think I'd make it to an event like this again.
But I guess they brought him out.
When I first started,
At a
I used
good
Keen as a
time.
benchmark for how good of a player I was. And to this day, that's still true. So now, getting to play against him, if we can beat Gen G, I'll consider myself elite once more.
제가 다시 이렇게 복귀를 하게 된 이유는 잘할 수 있다는 거를 증명하고 싶었어요. 증명하고 싶었고
FlyQuest conquered their demons. Back to face the
Dang. That was like a blender for Team Liquid. Oh my god. They
과거의
got
나는
melted.
지금의 나랑 비교할 수 없다고 생각합니다. 약점을 보완했다기보다는 부족한 부분을 하나씩 채워 나갔다고 생각을 합니다.
Jovi cleans them up. A quadra kill for the Gen G mid.
Alright, Gen G versus
지은아,
FlyQuest.
난 너가 항상 세계에서 가장 뛰어난 미드라이너라고 생각했지만 너도 많이 바뀌었지만 나도 많이 바뀌었어.
그래, 수영아. 너 말이 맞아. 근데 내가 얼마나 달라졌는지 보여줄게.
Okay. Nice, nice. I'm rooting for FlyQuest though. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I remember Samsung winning like everything back when I watched the LCS, and I know Gen G is Samsung. Like, they changed their name to Gen G. So I think just by knowing that they were Samsung, I already don't want to root for them. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen, we've been flying through these videos so fast, I didn't even realize we're already at the semifinals. Day 1. The fight for finals. We have WBG versus BLG, so it looks like FlyQuest got knocked out. Man, it's the same usual suspects. WBG, BLG, and then I kind of caught a glimpse of the day 2 players. I think it's T1 and Gen G. So, like I said, usual suspects, same as 2023 basically. So, let's see, WBG versus BLG, and this is also really cool because WBG, they were struggling in the beginning, right? Or was it BLG? I think it might have been BLG that was struggling in the beginning, and then they brought it back. Yeah, Billy Gaming.
Toute œuvre d'art.
They had a rough start, and they made it all the way to semis, dude. That's hype.
Petit à petit, ce rêve finalement devient réalité.
Cool. Dude, I love her voice.
Pour beaucoup, c'est le voyage d'une vie.
Cool, they're like walking
自从我
through
加
the
入
museum.
WBG 以来，确实在对战 BLG， 不管是 BU3 还是 BU 的对局中，我们都是经常去输掉比赛。然后我觉得对面的选手风格是有点克制我们这边的，然后也在这方面吃过很多的苦头。
Munchables. That's a cool name.
在很多样的比赛里面相遇，说明我们两支战队都是非常有实力的 LPL 战队。
Weibo, through all the doubt, through all the disbelief, earned their place in the finals.
It's in my blood, it's in my veins.
去年输掉半决赛之后，就觉得非常失落吧，然后也有一些遗憾。
Dude, he's really the main character, bro. What's his name? Bin or Bean? He's really the main character of BLG. They show him like 90% of the time they talk about BLG. He must really be like that.
Falling apart under the pressure. JDG's hope dwindling.
去年输在比赛一瞬间，我觉得 LPL 冠军对于我远远不够，就我还需要一次世界舞台证明自己。我赢得过 LPL， 赢得过 MSI。
Now it's time to win worlds.
但现在我只想在世界赛上证明自己是最强中的。
Oh man, that song. What the heck? Is that Gnar? I don't know if I've seen that skin before.
我们对于如何应对他们，其实还是有自己的一些想法的。
我认为我们这次面对 WBG
The arrow!
送他们一个追比你。
Dude.
今年我们击败了你们很多次，这次也不会例外。
Dang! What do they gotta say?
虽然你们在 LPL 击败了我们无数次，但是最重要的胜利会属于我们。
Okay! Let's go! We will beat you when it matters most, and that's all that matters, really. Who cares if you wipe the floor with them this whole year? This is Worlds, baby.
我和冰选手都倒在过世界赛决赛的舞台上，所以不管这一次我们谁进入到总决赛，都要让 LPL 的欢呼声响彻伦敦。
Une seule équipe peut poursuivre son rêve.
Yeah.
Et seul le temps nous le dira.
We'll see once we get to finals. Then we will see which of the teams won there. But next, we have the Believer and the God. Gen versus T1. So already I'm starting to notice. Last season, a lot of the different themes and storylines that they gave had to do with like mythology and kind of like folk tales and stuff. But this time it seems like they're focusing more on like, you know, art, like traditional art when it comes to like sculpting and painting and all that stuff. And then here we have this giant block of marble, and I'm guessing it's going to be like slowly chiseled away at until it becomes the trophy or something.
J'ai vu un ange dans le marbre. Et j'ai seulement ciselé jusqu'à l'en libérer.
That's cool. That's a cool quote.
Et tout comme il le dit, nous sommes nombreux aujourd'hui à travailler sur le marbre.
I feel like sculpting is so impressive. Like with stone.
Sacrifier tout sur son chemin.
I feel like that's gotta be so difficult.
Pour réaliser son rêve.
Because if you screw up even a little bit, that could screw up the whole entire statue.
Pour les cœurs fragiles. En 2019, Chovy affronte Faker en BO5 pour la toute première fois.
페이커 선수에 대한 첫인상은 일단 기본기도 되게 좋았는데 계속 끊임없이 심리전을 거는 게 인상적이었어요.
Mais ne parvient pas à le vaincre.
계속 뭐가 문제였을까 생각하게 되더라고요. 내가 못해서 졌다기보단 상대가 잘하는 게 많았고 그래서 이기려면 그 잘하는 상대보다 더
I just
잘해야
have to
한다고
be better.
생각을
Hey,
했던 것 같아요.
that's sometimes how it be.
페이커 선수를 이겨야만
If
최고가
I
될
want to win, I
자격이
just have to
주어진다고
be better.
생각합니다.
Dang, that is your statue is
뛰어난
nuts.
선수이기 때문에 같이 맞붙는 게 굉장히 저에게 있어서 재밌고 스스로도 많이 배우고 성장할 수 있는 것 같습니다.
En 2022,
Just good practice.
Chovy a enfin pris le dessus.
Dang.
제가 처음 우승했을 때가 2년 전이었는데요. 했던 말이
Mayhem.
말도 안 돼라고 하고 우승을 했던 걸로 기억하는데 그만큼 마음의 짐이 많이 덜어진 것 같아요.
Genji continua de gagner à domicile. Ils étaient imparables.
Yep.
우승했을 때 그때 당시
Sounds a lot like what I remember.
해보는 거였는데 데뷔 첫 시즌 만에 이룰 수 있게 돼서 너무 좋았던 것 같아요.
2022, 2023 et 2024. Genji a battu T1 encore et encore quand cela comptait le plus.
이제 첫 우승을 이제 T1 상대로 우승을 해가지고 감정이 푹 받쳤던 것 같습니다.
결승에서 많이 진 후에는 저희가 많이 부족한가라는 생각도 들게 되었던 것 같고 실망도 많이
I mean,
했었던
if
것
we've
같습니다.
learned anything from last year, it's that Worlds is a completely different game from the LCK.
월지이고
Yep, exactly, Carrier. Thank you.
월지는 T1에게 적합한 무대라고 생각합니다.
Just because you win at LCK, that doesn't mean anything coming in the Worlds.
챔피언으로 참가했고 챔피언으로 떠날 계획입니다.
À ce jour, 53 victoires pour Faker,
53 wins to Faker.
52 victoires.
52 wins to Chovy.
Mais malgré toutes ces victoires, Un sentiment d'inachevé persiste au fond de son cœur.
The trophy.
Le rêve d'être champion du monde.
Yeah.
Imposant. Et le fardeau.
Is the burden. Oh, are they gonna like...
Pour l'un,
hold on.
Le fardeau de rester au sommet. Pour l'autre, le fardeau d'atteindre le sommet.
Hold on. Let's hear that again.
Pour l'un,
For one,
le fardeau de
the
rester
burden of staying at
au
the
sommet.
top.
Pour l'autre,
And for the other,
le fardeau
the
d'atteindre le
burden
sommet.
of reaching the top. That was beautiful. Oh my god.
To the limit. They were pushed to the edge, but they were built for these situations. They were built for victory. They were built to win, and they will do just that.
페이커 선수 새로운 미래를 열겠습니다.
Cool. I will usher in a new
토미 선수.
future.
미래를 원한다면 증명하세요.
Oh my god. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. This is the best one so far. I'm not gonna lie. This is the best teaser of 2024 so far.
함께 짊어지겠습니다.
So good, man.
저희가 새로운 세대입니다.
The new generation.
T1은 과거, 현재,
The present and the future.
그리고 미래입니다.
Ah, man. That's so sick. Make them believe. And that's the title, The Believer and the God. Dude, it's so good. Everything about this was perfect. Everything about this teaser was perfect, bro. Oh my god. Alright, so here we are with Worlds 2024 Finals Make Them Believe. So my guess, since this is a much shorter trailer, and since it doesn't have the team names up here, my guess is that this is a teaser for like grand finals, basically to hype us up for grand finals. And then, well, maybe this is like a trailer for Worlds 2024 finals, and then the last video is the actual finals, like maybe wrapping it up or maybe setting up just before it. I guess we'll see.
It took them some time to show up to Worlds, but this is what made them so dominant in the LPL.
Oh, what?
Is the
BLG? They did it, dude.
Last year it was T1 that took down all
Wow.
the teams from
First
the
seed.
LPL. The crown is
Even though they
heavy
had a
for
rough
Faker
start, they
Indy.
made it all the way to grand finals.
Every time you face your opponents, you're not just playing a game. You're not just playing for yourselves. You're not just battling a team. You're battling every doubt you've ever had.
Yeah, you're battling yourself.
Every setback you've ever faced. You have to fight.
That was a smart flash, by the way.
Moment. With every
It took me a second to process it, but that was a smart flash.
But ladies and gentlemen, it is almost the moment that you've been waiting for. This is one hell. Somebody saves the game.
Oh, he brought it back. That hourglass saved his life, bro.
They are the only team in the world where the plot line truly seems to be unbreakable.
The best team in the LPL. They will crush 2023's demons.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. And here we go. The grand Finals. Make them believe. T1 versus BLG. 7-minute teaser. You know this is gonna be a movie. Wow, that's the arena? That looks nuts. Okay, there we go. First Chinese LPL mid laner. Yeah. ZOFGK. ZOFGK.
어떻게 해야 할까요?
And June's back. That's how you know it's real.
찾아오기 시작한다면
경기 전에 하는 명상은 제 머릿속에 생각들이 어떻게 떠오르는지 그걸 좀 바라보는 느낌인 것 같고요. 저 자신이 어떤 생각을 하는지 조금 더 잘 알게 되는 것 같습니다.
哪些瞬间让你念念不忘？
我和我爸就是小时候家里就一个电脑嘛，然后我们就一人玩一盘。然后有时候我看他打不过别人，我就会帮他操作一下，就让我对英雄联盟这个游戏产生了。
Wow, what a cool origin story. Playing League with your dad. And then going on to become a pro player. You know he was proud. Or is proud. I'm not sure.
그때를 떠올려 보면 가장 먼저 드는 감정은 분노인 것 같습니다. 여태까지 해왔던 것들이 뭔가 허무하게 무너지는 기분이라서 두렵습니다.
哪些回忆又让我惶惶终日，惴惴不安？
在瑞士轮的时候就也想过我们会16强回家，因为那个时候感觉大家对外界的舆论压力受挺大影响的。
잊혀지는 게 좀 두려운 것 같아요.
Scared of being forgotten.
사람들한테 잊혀진다라는 게 그만큼 임팩트가 좀 없었다라는 뜻이기도 하니까.
去年我觉得世界赛非常可惜吧，因为我们也是赢了一整年，其实就输了 T1的那个 BO1，所以印象非常深刻吧。
Dang.
어둠 속에서 갈 길을 잃었을 때
所思何处能见到斑驳星光？
儿子，一会儿你
Oh wow, family.
去国外快1个月了，你一定要注意。
Oh, that's his dad.
吃好，睡好。
That he grew up playing with.
事隔4年，你又一次站在了世界赛决赛的舞台，爸妈真的为你感到骄傲。
That's cool. Uncle Caria. That's awesome.
Hello, 大家好，我是 Elk 的爸爸。
Elk's
我是
dad.
Elk 的妈妈。决赛在即，精彩也已经就绪，希望在属于你们的赛道上赛出一次。
그냥 우리 가족이 언제나 항상 함께 있다는 거 잊지 말고 누나 런던에서도 열심히 응원할게. 화이팅! 사랑해.
Cool. That was Guma's sister, right?
一切都好吗？相信你和队友在伦敦一定可以拿下 S1， 为 LPL 争光添彩，也圆自己多年的梦想。
Baker's dad.
결승 진출
The
축하하고 아빠가 현장에 없지만 한국에서 열심히 응원하고 있어.
There's the light.
이제 딱 한 걸음 남았네.
无论最后结果怎么样，勋在我们心里都是值得尊敬的选手。加油，胡勋！希望他们在决赛的舞台上能够大放异彩，然后我也会为他们应援。
That's awesome.
항상 그랬듯이 뒤에서 응원하고 있을게. T1 문현준.
Oh wait, no. Wait. I'm confused now. Which in the T1 documentary, I think it was only one of the T1's members whose sister was kind of like speaking for them or like supporting them. It was Owner's sister though, right? Is this our first time seeing Guma's sister? Or did it show both of them and maybe I just don't remember? Because I 100% remember Owner's sister being in the credits. Uncle Wu Jie. Here it is. The light that shines through the darkness.
마지막까지도 또 행복하게 잘 했으면 좋겠습니다.
뭐든 좋아. 뭐든지 다 보여줄 수 있는 거 다 보여줬으면 좋겠어요.
Okay.
존경합니다.
T1 월드 우승 가자.
파이팅!
Let's go, supporters for T1. And here we have BLG's supporters.
不要有遗憾，因为你已经是我的第一上路。
眼见为实 ，make them bleed。
LPL 加油！
我希望咱们会站起世界赛冠军中单的时候，会有一个代表 LPL 的国产中单的名字，国定。
Dang, okay, Knight.
T1은 LPL에게 지지 않습니다.
Oh my god. You said T1 does not lose. That's a law of the universe. T1 does not lose to the LPL.
今天我会打破他们不可战胜的神话。
I'll break their myth of invincibility.
저희를 믿어주신 모든 분들 5번째 우승은 여러분을 위한 것입니다.
Here it is. Boom. That trophy is beautiful. Let's go. And then T1 ended up doing it again from what I hear. I wish there was a final video. Like after all the teasers, I wish there was a final video that like celebrated the winner of Worlds. That would be cool. That would be cool. And maybe there is somewhere out there and I don't know about it yet. But that was great. A long video for sure. Definitely a long video. A lot of reactions, but it was fun, man. I love the Paris theme, how they were focusing on many different elements like the museum, the statues, the paintings, the storylines we got to learn about here. I learned more. I like how with the Faker documentary and with the T1 documentary, I learned a lot about T1, but through the Worlds 2023 trailers and the World 2024 trailers, I learned so much about so many of the other big teams like Gen G, BLG, WBG. I learned so much about those guys and LNG as well. I just wish, dude, what is America doing, man? What are the NA teams doing? And even the EU teams, bro. I feel like it's not even a competition. I want to learn more about those guys because I've heard some of their names. But I don't know. I want to see them getting this kind of love that T1 and BLG are getting. I want to see them get these hype storylines that everyone else is getting. But they just get knocked out too early. I don't even think a single NA team made it to quarterfinals. Yeah, because I think our last hope was Team Liquid versus FlyQuest, and FlyQuest took us out. So they ended up making it to quarterfinals, and then they would have been, you know, good EU representatives, but then they got knocked out of quarterfinals, and it's like, dang, it really is just the, you know, the Asian teams that are dominating league right now. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end of the video. Again, remember, if there are any other League of Legends videos you'd like for me to check out, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But with that, I'm going to head out. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.